Artificial sweetener. It's so crazy how these videos just pop up in my head. I'll just get in my car and then I'll think about something and I'll see somebody do something and I'm walking out the door and I see one of my co-workers who are overweight and have been drinking this garbage and this crap, this Coke Zero or whatever the hell they want to call it, or diet or whatever, and it just sparked something in my head. And I try and, because the thing is, a lot of people aren't educated on what this stuff is and what it does. So what ends up happening is you end up getting brainwashed by the advertisement and the thought that it's going to do what they claim that it does. Let me explain this to you, okay? Aspartame is a chemical, okay? It's a chemical. It's not a sweetener, okay? It's a chemical they discovered in a laboratory. All right, this chemical is 50% aspartic acid. It's 40% phenylalanine and 10% methyl ester. When you ingest it, it goes into your body and it turns into formaldehyde. Okay? Actually, no, it's the other way around. It's 50% phenylalanine, 40% aspartic acid, 10% methyl ester. And that's basically embalming fluid for your body. Okay? It's a toxic chemical preservative for your body. That's what it is. Okay? Yes, it does give you cancer. Yes, it does decrease your eyesight. So for all you diabetic people out there who kept consuming sugar to the point where your pancreas just stopped making insulin, and now you just still can't stop consuming sugar, so you just want to go out there and hoard all these sugar-free and these. If you see sugar-free, don't touch it. You see 0 calorie, do not touch it. Okay? All that means is they had to find all the different chemicals to add in there to give your receptors on your tongue to fire the receptors in your brain to tell you, oh, what I'm eating is sweet. This is sweet. You know what I'm saying? And then they know you're going to be looking because you're busy counting calories. And you're going to be looking going, oh, 0 calories. I'll be thinner. That's not going to happen. Okay? So when you're looking and you see like your sweet and low, aspartame, that's what it is. It's a chemical, a cancer carcinogen chemical. Okay? It will break your body down and it will kill you. There's all stuff on YouTube. There's a thing a husband made about how aspartame killed my wife. That's the name of the video on there. That's it right there. There's also an entire documentary on how people are constantly going to the doctor for things like tinnitus, ringing in the ears, pain in the head, migraines, neurological problems, epilepsy, seizures, irritability, mood disorders. You can't control yourself. You have so many different neurons being eaten away by these chemicals that you basically, in a sense, I mean, they can call it all these different diseases and stuff. You can't think straight. You understand? You can't think straight. And you have to ask yourself something. Does anybody know anybody that's fat, sick, or out of shape that just went and just bought a whole bunch of Diet Coke and then months and months later like, yeah, I'm so much thinner now, I've just been drinking Diet Coke? The answer is no. I'm a server, okay? I'm not a server anymore, but, it's still in my blood. But I was a table waiter for like six years of my life, 7 years. I got to watch the effects of Diet Coke. I got to see the people that drink it. The people that drink it are always fat, disgusting bags of mayonnaise. There's no healthy, smart person that's skinny and in shape sitting around drinking a diet drink. So why haven't y'all dumbasses figured that out by now? It doesn't exist. It never exists. And there's a chemical in diet soda that actually inhibits you from actually knowing that you're full. Basically, it shuts off the receptor that tells you that you're satiated. So as long as you're sipping on Diet Coke and eating at the same exact time, you will eat too much food because there's nothing in there to tell you, hey, I'm done eating. I'd sit there and just watch people over and over again send me back and forth for like 3-4 Diet Cokes while they're sitting there eating all this food. And I'm just sitting there going, how the hell are you drinking all this Diet Coke and eating all this food? And it just shuts off a neuron chemical in your brain to tell you enough is enough. Okay? And then for the people that don't understand why you go into a restaurant and you see pink bag, you know, that's the aspartame, the aspartic acid, the methyl ester mixture I told you about. You have that. And then you have the blue bag, which is the Splenda, which they tell you is made from natural sugar, right? Yo, bruh, the fuck out of here with that bullshit. All right? Natural sugar is natural sugar. So if you got a pink thing talking about some sweet and low, then you got some other shit talking about Splenda, and then you got some other white sugar there that's made from genetically engineered beets that's supposed to be sugar. But now you're going to tell me that this Splenda and this blue packet is made from natural sugar. Let me tell you how they make it from natural sugar. The molecular structure of sugar is C6 carbon 6, H12 hydrogen 12, C6H12O6. That is the molecular structure of sugar. Okay? Now, or glucose. My apologies. Glucose. What they do to make your Splenda is they take the hydrogen molecule out and they replace that with a chlorine molecule. That makes the entire thing a chlorocarbon now. Okay? It's not a sugar molecule. It is a chlorocarbon. Okay? That is what you are ingesting into your body. And it breaks your body down over time, and it eats at the neurons, and it destroys your eyesight. It makes your eyes bulge. The next time you see somebody with bulging eyes, look like they're about to pop out their head, ask them, do you do aspartame or artificial sweetener in your coffee? Ask them. I had a lady one time, this is after I did all the research, because as a waiter, once I became vegan and I started realizing all this stuff, I was in a laboratory full of guinea pigs. I got to sit there and watch them, watch their consumption, watch what they drank, watch what they fed their kids, I got to sit there and do that. Not only did I got to do that, I also got to re-govern what it was they fed their kids. You know, when a parent used to ask me about a soda, if they want to drink a soda, I'd tell them nothing. As soon as they told me to go get a pop for the kid, I'd fucking give them a whole entire lecture about pop. And then they'd just change it to like a juice or something like that. Which, honestly, they change it to a juice or they change it to iced tea, whatever. I just didn't want the fucking acidic, super acidic, fucking poisonous pop going into the kid. And I didn't care if I lost my job or I lost the tip. I didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Because when it came down to it, I was focused on the kid. But the idea is, I had a lady one time and she came in there and she sat down. And I looked at her, she was wearing the glasses. I dropped off her coffee, she pulled the little, thing over, and the first thing she did was she went to go grab the artificial sweetener. As soon as she was about to put it in there, I told her what I just told you, and I said, how long have you been wearing glasses? And she said, I think about maybe 2 or 3 years now. So I said to her, so you haven't had to wear glasses your whole life? She said, no. I'm like, all right, what made you start using artificial sweetener? And then she said, I became diabetic. And once that happened, I switched to this. When was that? That was 2-3 years ago. So, switched to that, became diabetic, switched to that 2-3 years ago. She starts using artificial sweetener 2-3 years ago. And now it's about 2 years now and she's wearing glasses. That's a lot of people out there in this country that literally don't know that the problem to their eyesight is literally in their cup. It's either in their cup or it's on their plate. You understand? It's you got to be privy to all this stuff that's going on out there. If you do not understand the chemicals that they are selling you or that you're ingesting in your body, you are not going to know what's going on in your body. Okay? By now, fat people should know Diet Coke and these zero drinks don't do anything. They don't do anything. They don't do nothing. And what are these people having these drinks with? They didn't change anything. The idea is to give you the idea that you changed something, but you didn't. I also worked at Burger King like the rest of y'all. What did they get? They got a double Whopper with the fries, with the 99-cent chicken nugget, with the Diet Coke. Nothing changed. You understand? Because the premise, the Coke, the chemical, the acid is still there. It's not like Diet Coke is alkaline. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like it has even close to alkaline pH. It's the same acidity. It's even... Actually, I'll tell people straight up and down, a Diet Coke is just worse than regular Coke. It's worse. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to let y'all know what's going on out there. All those snacks, y'all see them, the cookies, the sugar-free, the this, the that, leave it alone. Leave it alone. If it's sugar-free, fat-free, or whatever free, they had to put something else in there to replace that, to hit the receptors in your brain so that it gives you the same exact feeling. That's just the way the market works. They do not want to lose out on your money. Understand? All right, so don't do the sweeteners. Stay away from the sweeteners. Stay away from the artificial sweeteners and all the rest of that crap. They're nothing but chemicals. They're not helping you. They're not going to help you get thin. They're not going to do any of that. All right, if you want to get thin and you're a big person, do the 3-hour rule. Start there. 3-hour rule and no sugar. Remove sugar from your diet and just do the 3-hour rule. Work out and do not eat anything for 3 hours after that workout. Let your body just burn the fat around your waist for that time frame. Okay? Use the system your body has set in place. Evolution has put it there to incinerate fat on you. Just use what's there. Implement a dry fast into there so that your body can start using and eating up the unhealthy cells and eating up the fat cells and using those as water instead. Okay? There's a lot of different things here that you can actually do to help yourself, and you don't have to submit to some kind of chemically induced drink with, you know, all this fads and numbers on it. Okay? You don't need a pill that's going to slim you down, or it's going to... Just stop with all that. Stop with all that. Focus on the lifestyle. Change that. Okay? Did you take a pill to get fat? No. Okay? So you're not going to be able to take a pill to get unfat. It just doesn't work that way. All right? Later.